What's going on? Welcome back to No Impulse Control. I am Justin.
I am Jasmine.
Jasmine.
I didn't say it like that.
I know I did. I said it like that because I went, I am Justin. Why didn't you get your water before we started? Now we have clickety clackety ice. Ow, I'm cramping. Take a drink. I'm
No,
picking on you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just be thirsty.
Yeah, well, it'd be like that sometimes. Hey, you know what today is for us as of recording right now, in this day, of this moment, in this time?
Wednesday of the world's longest week.
Yes, that one. I'm actually enjoying this week. I'm gonna be honest.
You are the only teacher that I know that's enjoying this week.
Well, okay, let me rephrase. I'm enjoying this week because it's a garnet week, meaning Wednesday's garnet. So I have 3 garnet days instead of gray days. And if I'm being 100% honest, the gray days are much, much more difficult. So if I had gray days, it'd probably be a different story. But I have garnet days, so I'm happy. But no, the today, as of what day we're recording right now, is the first day of Survivor, and I'm very excited about that because I haven't seen Survivor in a month. It's been more than a month, but whenever Survivor ended.
How long do they go for, the seasons?
It's like it's a couple months. Like this one will go till May or June, I think, because then
And
it's
then.
like a month, and then it's August is when they start back up, or November or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like I think it's like
You
2 or 3
applying?
months.
Are you still applying to go?
Yeah, definitely. I
I
haven't
mean, I guess you
applied.
haven't applied in a while.
I haven't applied in like 5 years,
Has
so it's been a
it
hot
been
minute.
that long?
I mean, I've been teaching. Yeah, it's been at least 5 years,
Wild.
maybe longer.
I had someone request to join our Survivor group
Like from
on
college.
Facebook. No, on Facebook. Somebody requested to join, like from UMF. Survivor season 1, I got a request, and I was like,
That's weird. That shouldn't be that.
mm-hmm.
I thought I had something saying that it was gonna get rid of it. Like Facebook was gonna deactivate it because
Yeah,
it was,
I got that
you know,
too.
somebody
Inactive
requested
for
it.
that long. And then
Right.
somebody requested it, and I was like, well, now it's not inactive anymore.
Huh. That's weird.
So, yeah, it was very bizarre.
Yeah.
How
How
bizarre.
bizarre.
Bow, 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 bow.
um, you know what? Also, it is. Well, actually, I have a question before we move on. Um, for those who know me, I love Survivor. It's one of my shows. Jasmine, what's your shows? Because I didn't ask you a question when we first started. So,
That's a really good question. Criminal Minds is up there for me, because I've seen
mm,
all of it a bunch. The Office is up there, but I gotta tell you, I'm gonna pause this conversation real quick. I watched The Office again recently. I just got back from February vacation. We're recording this in February. It's going to be posted in March. But yes, it will be.
yeah, I was like mathing it out. I'm like, wait,
Well,
where?
because the episode that's scheduled right now will post March
It's
first,
the first. Yeah.
second,
Is it the
March
second?
2nd. Mm-hmm. No, but I was watching it on the plane back from San Diego, where I got this lovely new sweatshirt. I've been waiting to show that off since we started the episode, but um, I'm really excited because I usually get black sweatshirts, but I got a colorful
It's a
one this
colorful
time.
one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is new for me. I don't normally get colorful sweatshirts.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
They're in my pockets currently.
Oh, that's fair. That's where my
Cause
hands go usually.
yeah, because I'm chilly. Anyway, no, I was watching The Office, and I'm not gonna say that the first season is problematic and that it couldn't air today, which it couldn't.
No, it couldn't.
But also, like, it's problematic because, yikes! Like, just some of the things that I used to laugh at as jokes, I was like, this is like objectively not funny. It's just racist or just like whatever. And I know that that's the characters, but some of it was like, how did this get by anybody? And then you get into the second season, and it's like significantly better jokes and whatnot. But
Yeah,
yeah,
quality.
the first couple episodes of the first season are rough.
Yeah. I said that I don't know if it was on here or not, but I said that the other day to you, and you were like, ah,
What?
you didn't agree with me. You didn't agree like the fact that the first season was not that good.
No, I didn't until I just rewatched it. I was fully in like the, all seasons are the best seasons, but no, I rewatched it and I was like, hmm,
Season 1 just ain't it, Chief.
hmm. No, but Criminal Minds, The Office, I watch those pretty frequently. Right now I'm watching Too Hot to Handle. There was, okay, tea on Too Hot to Handle. For those of you who are watching, I'm on season 4, and let me just Creed on season 4. You're never going to watch, I don't think, so I'm not spoiling anything. So, on Too Hot to Handle, right? So it's a bunch of like really hot people, and they go to an island, and they basically try not to have sex for like a month or something, right? So it's like, it's people who are like famously players, and they sleep around and yada yada. And so I guess famous is the objective, but they're from like all over the world. And so on this season, there was a guy that showed up, and he's like tall and blonde. Like I think that's what he's got going for him. Oh, he's Australian, and his name's Creed, and he's on season 4. And he gets together with a girl named Sophia, and she was like gung ho about like I really like him. I think I think his personality and mine really meshed together very well. I think they did break a couple of rules. So, like, part of the rules of the retreat are they can't kiss, they can't sleep together, they can't really touch.
Do
It's
any,
like
yeah.
you're trying to learn how to be in a relationship without physical whatever.
Yeah.
And so I think they broke a couple rules. They might have kissed a couple times, but they didn't do like a bunch of the stuff that other people had done. And then to test like a couple of the couple's relationships, new people showed up to be like, look, in the real world there are going to be like other people that what is going on with my hair here? There are going to be other people in your life that like show up and try and disrupt this, and like how do you handle that? And so the first couple that got tested, they lasted, they were fine. The second couple that got tested, they lasted, they were fine. But then Creed saw the new girl, Flavia, and he like dumped Sophie for her the first night she was there.
Dang.
And he basically was like, so I really like Flavia, and I think that her and I could really, get along, and she's Spanish, and that's I'm really into like, Hispanic girls, like Latina, and so I really think that I should explore this. And she goes, okay, so you're dumping me for Flavia. You have known her for less than 8 hours, and you're dumping me. And he agreed and everything. And she just called him a bunch of names and then decided she just didn't want to be there anymore. She was like, I was only interested in Creed. My heart has been broken. Like that was shitty. And then another girl came later in the season, like 4 episodes down the way, and he did the same thing. However, this jerkwad, he was sitting there talking to Flavia about this new girl that showed up. And as he was talking about her, don't remember her name, it's pretty. Imogen. As he was talking to Flavia about Imogen, what?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it was
quite
a
the
shock.
name.
It was a shock when they said it too. I was like, but Imogen, she's also Australian. So he went from my preferred type is Sophia, so like white British girl, to my preferred type is like Spanish girls, which is Flavia, and then my preferred type is Australian girls with brown hair. So like the exact definition of this new girl, right?
Yeah.
So he went on a date with her, and part of the date, their partner, so Flavia, had to trust them. And if they didn't trust, they could stop the date at any time. But to show that they were like beginning to trust their partner and just like, you know what, I trust that they'll come back to me, they didn't stop the date. And she chose not to. Part of the date, they were massaging each other. They were giving each other a massage. And he was massaging like up into her butt. Like he was
He was going for a handsy, hand touch.
It was bad. And then he was massaging her front and everything, and she was really into it. She was massaging his front. Like they were real into it. And so anyway, they get back to the retreat and they're like holding hands, whatever. And Flavia was like, please don't tell me that you're type. Like I trusted you. And he was like, yeah, my date didn't end. And they were all like, yeah, thank your girl over here because she didn't end it. Anyway, there's a whole thing. The tea is essentially Creed is a jackass. Because when Flavia confronted him, was like, I need to know, are you with me or are you with her? He's staring because Imogen comes out to like do a seductress thing. She's in like a bikini that has no butt. And she sits down very seductively on like a lounge chair thing in the water. Yeah. And he's staring at her. Mm-hmm. He is actively answering Flavia. And then he just stops talking and is just staring. And she's like, hello, and doesn't say, he's not responding. So she turns around and sees that he's just making goo goo eyes with Imogen. And like, then he told Imogen, no, 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 I'm going to leave her. I promise. Like, I'm going to divorce her. I
Yeah.
promise. We're in the middle of
Yeah.
divorce. I'm going to leave her. I promise. I'm going to come. I can't be in your bed tonight because she'll get like upset. And I don't want to do that to her. But give it a couple days and then I'll be in your bed. Stay all sleep in the same beds, whatever. And then he told Sophia, who's like, nope, or Flavia, he was like, it's totally over with Imogen. Like, kaput. It's over. I am not with her. I told her the business that she needs to back off and blah blah blah. And then the cone confronted him and was like, you need to choose in front of them, in front of the whole group actually. You
I
need
love
to
that.
confess to your crimes. And she said, not only have you not been honest with these two about your feelings, you've actively been telling them that you are with the other one. And the two girls were like, and now they're sleeping in a bed together. The two girls. Power move. Anyway, that was like 6 minutes of that.
Hey, you do
Um,
you.
that's my show currently. I'm gonna mute so that I can drink my drink in peace.
I still hear it. What? Oh, there's the ice again. I know for a fact you're out here like, am I muted? I don't know. I can't tell.
I know I
um,
am.
so I actually was gonna bring up the Grey's Anatomy. We had like a 10-minute
Mm-hmm.
spiel of Grey's Anatomy a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and
You're doing a
that prompted
rewatch.
me. Yeah, that prompted me to rewatch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like full watching. I'm doing like because for those who don't know, Grey's Anatomy has like 20 something seasons, and they're
22,
all 22, and they're all like 24 episode seasons except for the first one. That one's
which is
like
only like 6, isn't it?
I think it's 8. It
Yeah,
was like
it's
it
real
was a
short.
pilot that was like literally made and then given
Mm-hmm.
to the to
Mm-hmm.
NBC or ABC or whatever one has it.
NBC.
And so I'm rewatching it. I'm re-loving the people that I loved, but also the last time I watched these seasons was back when I was like a sophomore in college, so it's been a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like, why did I like this person so much? Like,
Can I
or why
ask
did I
who?
hate on? So I hated on Burke and Christina. Burke
Mm-hmm.
still don't love him. Like he's just kind of
I don't
and
like him
I'm
because of
not
his
at the end.
actor.
That's fair. I just don't like him as a character. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's I'm based off just that. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't. He's kind of misogynistic and he's not fully misogynistic,
Yeah.
but he's kind of a
Mm,
dick. He gets misogynistic toward the end.
yeah.
But
Well, that was
then
also when his actor was starting to like get
yeah, to be
feedback about some of
right.
the crappy stuff he was doing too.
Yeah. But then I also am like going back through, and one of the characters that the first time I watched that I really loved. Sorry, I'm off camera right now. I was taking care of
Mm-hmm.
a ladybug. There was a ladybug crawling on my desk, and I had to get it.
Putting her to sleep and tucking her in,
Yeah, sure. We'll call that what that
massacring
is.
her.
Uh, sure. Anyways,
Murderer.
one of
Continue.
the characters that I really enjoyed, but now I kind of just don't like is Izzy. Like I enjoyed
Izzy.
her.
I am an Izzy hater.
Yeah, which is fine. I didn't hate Izzy. She wasn't my favorite, but she was kind of like, she was up there for me for a while. And I think part of that for me is that she and Denny. I like Denny a lot. I know. I know you don't agree with that, but
Listen, I
I
would
did like Denny.
listen. I would have liked Denny a lot more had they not done all the ghost stuff with Denny.
Oh, yeah, that one hit. That hit pretty hard
Like,
and weirdly,
I,
yeah.
I would have preferred, especially when like Meredith was going through stuff and he was in her dream, and it was like she had nothing to do with this. Like, why
Right.
is he here? And like the bomb guy was also in her dream, and I was like,
Yeah.
why is this man here?
To me though, it was when it was like big moments. Like the biggest
Mm-hmm.
moments in Meredith's career was the bomb
Mm-hmm.
guy, and Denny was a big deal because it was
That's true.
Christine or it was Izzy and
Yeah,
Alex.
that's true.
Also, Alex right now is very much not in my favorites list. I know he does become a better person, but
He
man, I
becomes
just
my
got to
favorite.
really your favorite.
I One of my favorites, except for when he leaves Joe. I really don't appreciate that.
Yeah, that was a
But
trashy move.
so I also, and I know that you're not going to agree with this, I also see a lot of Alex Karev in you. So like certain things he does, I'm like, that's very Justin coded. or certain things you do where I'm like, it's very, it's the like good stuff that he does. Like you are sometimes more like, that's not off-putting. It's like crass, or you're just like, you're to the point about things.
I also, and mind you, I'm coming from a spot where Alex just yelled and called George certain words that we're not going to say on here uh,
Mm.
because they're not
He's not great
appropriate.
at the beginning. I don't
Yeah,
agree with him as you at the beginning. More towards when the Meredith and his friendship are really into
growing.
it.
Yeah,
I
where
don't
he
think that
has
I
to
am,
take over
for
the
the
lobster
record.
position.
Yes, for the record, I do not think that I am Meredith. I want that out there very clearly. I have had trauma, but that woman, my God,
So, yeah,
um, she's had enough trauma for everyone involved. Like, good lord,
literally anybody around.
good lord. No, but I like Alex's just his ability to kind of get through anything, even if it's in a destructive way. But he gets through anything. He makes mistakes, but he owns up to them, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I did that. Like, I did
Yeah,
make that mistake because of the XYZ, and I'm owning up to it. Like, what now? What do I do now? Am I in trouble? Am I fired? Like, what is,
what
and
is
he
your
just,
next step? Yeah,
yeah, and he just kind of takes it. He doesn't try and, like, he really doesn't try and lie his way out of it. He doesn't try and, whatever. Even with the Denny and Izzy thing, he doesn't say, no, I cut the LVAD wire, even though he should have for his friend. He was like, no,
yeah,
like, I did not. He was
right,
honest about it. And at the time I was like, that's a dick move. But now I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, there are certain things you wouldn't like. I don't know.
I like if you make a stupid decision like that, I'm not taking the blame for it. Like my
Right.
career is not something that I'm gonna lose over something that I didn't
Apologize. There's
do.
something in my eye and I don't know what it is.
It's your
That's my finger
finger.
right now. How about you go play in traffic?
That's not nice, Jasmine. um, but yeah, I'm like, I think I'm at like the end of season 2 right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I started halfway through break.
You know who I also grow really not to like? I'm like dying over here. Arizona.
Yeah, she started out for me as a very like fun. I'm actually literally at the very last couple episodes of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
But she started out as a really fun character and
Mm-hmm.
then kind of like I think after the car
They
crash, that's when it kind of went downhill for me.
after the car. Oh, okay. See, I like Callie in the first. I love Callie when she was this fun, not caring, just like, okay, you're done
Yeah.
with me, you're done. Like I like her then before she becomes this vindictive and
Yeah.
mean and just out for blood character.
Yeah.
And I don't know. The way that they took both of them really bothered me. I love the I'm dying over here. I'm so sorry. I love where they took their characters, except that then they took Arizona and they made her into this like multiple times adulterer, and then she just moved.
Moved, yeah. And Callie
And she was,
followed.
well, and Callie followed, but she was just gonna move with their daughter, and she was just leaving.
Right.
Like I just, if Callie hadn't followed, she would like they. I mean, they tried the daughter thing for a while,
Yeah.
and I just. Also, you know who I really don't like? We're gonna get into this again. Leah Murphy. I do not like Leah Murphy.
Which one's that?
Later seasons, she sleeps with a bunch of people, and then she thinks that they're all madly in love with her.
I don't remember.
Look her up real quick. You'll remember her. She sleeps with Arizona.
Leah
Murphy.
Murphy.
She's in she's in the
Oh,
same.
you're right. Yeah. Nope. I did not like her.
No,
Like
I
day
hated
one
her.
didn't like her.
I hated her, and I hated Shane too.
Yeah. Basically the new interns that came in once they were allowed to have interns back.
Yeah, the
Didn't
interns
like
were not good.
the interns, yeah. They kind of sucked, honestly. Like
Well,
they didn't create
yeah,
the 5 duo like they did with
no.
the
And
original
even
5.
when the new interns that came over from Mercy West,
Mercy West,
like
yeah.
I hated April at first. Now I love her, but like they had like substance to them. These new ones are just,
Generic.
they're generic, but it's not even like, because yes, they still do all the like the same sexual stuff that the other group does,
Yeah.
but they don't have any substance to them. They're just I don't know, they're just there for the other characters to sleep around with instead
Yeah.
of like them actually forming and learning about being a doctor. And I feel like it's Grey's Anatomy went more away from, I felt like it was a lot more doctor stuff,
Yeah.
and now it's doctor stuff, but it's more personal
Drama. Yeah.
drama,
I think
which,
that's
yeah,
the big issue that I've seen with it for newer seasons, because once
I
like
marked a
the
clip.
COVID okay. Once the COVID season hit, like I was kind of out of it. Like it was, the COVID season was what it was. They did what they did. But I just like none of it really worked in my opinion. Like it was all very boring. It was all plain.
It was very boring, and it was like it was too real,
Yeah.
like it
Yeah.
was it was there was no way to escape
Right.
from what was happening in the world, and I wasn't watching it at that time. I started watching it after college. I was vehement that I wasn't going to watch it, and
Yeah, you
I was
butthead. I offered it up multiple times in college and you're like, "Ew, no, I'm not ever watching that." And then starts
cuz
watching it and is
so
like, "Hey, I'm 6 seasons in. This is so awesome." I was like,
I do that with so many shows though, where I'm so hesitant about popular shows, because then if I don't like them and
Then yeah.
everyone's recommended, then it's like a big disappointment.
Yeah.
And I like to find my own shows, but Grey's Anatomy I started watching out of spite, just to be like, see, I'll prove to you that I don't like it. I watched the first episode and I was like, what was that? And then the second
A
episode, it kind of hooked me
masterpiece.
more. Yeah. Um. But yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Grey's Anatomy.
I really enjoy like I'm going back and like
Mm-hmm.
rewatching a lot of shows. The Office
Mm-hmm.
is one that I tried. I couldn't. I literally tried to rewatch it and I was just
It's
like it's
almost
not my
painful.
thing anymore. Yeah.
In college, I could rewatch that. I rewatched
You
it
rewatched it a
19
lot.
times. I have seen The Office fully through 19 times.
Yeah.
That being said, now I watched 3 episodes and I was like, I just
Yeah,
can't.
it's
And like
whatever.
certain things, like I'm rewatching, Jim was mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as someone who works in a field now that is not like in a college job, some of the stuff he did was funny. Some of it was just plain mean. Like him and Pam having Dwight hide in a cardboard box while they insulted him. Like that was just mean.
Yeah, for no
And
reason
then
either. Like, yeah,
right,
Dwight's
and
weird, but like you don't be like that's just wrong.
right. And like he probably wouldn't be as like mean to you or rude to you if you were just nice. You know what I mean? Like
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I
I
think
don't know.
like The Office is one that I've been like I tried, I couldn't do it.
I can't
Um
rewatch How I Met Your Mother.
See
I've
that one's
tried,
that's my sleep one. I
but
think
you don't watch it.
I was gonna
You're
say
sleeping to it. Like
I think what I did was, and I did this with American Dad too when I first started doing this.
I
I'm
used to
sorry,
do
my
American
camera is
Dad.
bugging me.
Yeah, your camera's kind of pissing me off. Hey, that's not better.
No, it's not. What the heck happened here? Hang on. I'm gonna disappear and come back. Disappeared. I'm back and it didn't do anything.
It does say that actual quality will be
Yeah,
better.
I know. But anyways, I think like with that one, I made it so that it was like that's my trigger to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So like how like American Dad, that was my trigger in
Mm-hmm.
college to go to sleep. And then I moved into I think I moved into the dorms the summer before Frisbee House or
Yes.
in Purington, and I like American Dad was taken off of Netflix and
Mm-hmm.
How I Met Your Mother was on. So I started watching that because I liked How I
Mm-hmm.
Met Your Mother. And once I watched it through, like it was Friends before American Dad actually. I
Mm-hmm.
remember that. Like so I watched it through and I've seen them all and I know it's a comfort thing and
Mm-hmm.
then I can just go to sleep and it's like a trigger. And usually it takes me about an episode. I track it every night. I'll finish the episode, push play on the next one and then I'm out. It's crazy.
Well, and I wonder, like, if you were to watch it on TV, would you be able to watch it? You know what I mean?
Probably not, honestly. Probably
I
not.
used The Office on the plane to fall asleep,
Yeah.
and I couldn't even do that because I just couldn't whatever.
Right.
But I watched another show, and I don't even remember what it was. I think it was Friends, and I was out.
Yeah.
But if I were to put it on the TV to watch it, so much of it I'd be like, oh my god,
Yeah.
oh my god. Like I tried to watch How I Met Your Mother. Connor came to my school over winter break, like last couple days, because he was helping me move some furniture and stuff. And actually, you've come a couple times to my
Yeah.
school. Were you there when I put How I Met Your Mother on?
No.
So that must have been him. Well, whoever was with me, it might have been. Oh, it was Connor. He suggested it, and he likes it. He watches it. But I was watching it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, there's some things about it that I'm like that shouldn't be allowed on TV. But
And
then I remember it's not on TV anymore. So
well, and sorry, I have chips stuck in my tooth, but I I find a little problem with the like, oh well, it was on TV at this time and blah blah blah. It was okay to say it. It was never like okay to say.
it was accepted.
It was
Is
accepted, but it
yeah,
also shouldn't have been. Like,
right.
and a lot of TV shows got away with it. And they were like, oh, it was the early 2000s. It's like, yeah, but it was always rude to call people a
N
slur, and
words
it was
or
N
yeah,
word or the R slur or
right.
the F slur and all these things. Like, it was always rude to do that. It was always rude to be racist. It was always rude to be
Yeah,
homophobic and sexist. You just didn't care, and
right.
now you get called on it a lot easier. And so, like, it kind of plays into, and I'll dip into my toes gently here and then dip back out real fast.
You're gonna bring up what I didn't want to bring up at all. I tried. Go ahead.
What was it?
Go ahead.
Well, no, it brings up like the so many of, like, grandparents or great grandparents who are like, oh my god, you can't watch anything anymore, everybody's too soft. Well, no, we just don't like racism anymore, Grams.
You know
Gam
what's
gam.
funny? You know what's really funny?
Hmm.
I actually find that the generation above us says that more
Yes,
often.
yes, we, the Gen Z, make so many horrible, really bad jokes. Funny, but really bad. But they're funny because they're personal, rather than like they're not making fun of somebody's race or disabilities or being gay or whatever. It's like it's I don't know. It's different jokes. It's still horrible, like a lot of dead parent jokes in Gen Z, or
A lot of
stuff like that.
suicide jokes also. Maybe I
And
shouldn't say that word on YouTube, but oops. I mean, we're not monetized
slur
anyways.
slide.
Uh,
I think you have to do it that way. Um, that's what TikTok has you do. But anyway, no, it's just like the ones right before us. So what's that?
millennial.
Is that right before Gen Z?
Yeah.
I
Because
thought
my
something
brother's a
was
millennial. I'm Gen Z.
right. Well, anyway, so millennials, I feel like, are a lot softer. I don't even want to say softer because that's not what I mean. They're more conscious than before them, who were making the jokes. And then their generation came around and they were raised on all that. And then obviously some people in that generation do not care and they don't feel, whatever.
Yeah.
But the younger side of millennial tends to be more like, I don't know, they tend to be more like conscious of all those jokes and stuff like that. Like, that was when King of the Hill started having the niece on there, whatever her name was.
I never watched
You
King of
were
the
not
Hill.
King of the Hill. Oh, I freaking loved King of the Hill. Rewatched it recently. Yikes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I
bad.
believe it. I believe it. It was on
Yeah.
It was on a Adult Swim, so
Okay, leave my Adult Swim alone. Adult Swim was great.
Adult Swim was trash. The only ones that Adult Swim was good on are the animated ones that came out and were their own thing. I will give Robot Chicken its props though.
I
Had
wasn't allowed
some
to watch Robot Chicken. I had to go
that
to a
makes
friend's house to
sense.
watch it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
My mom saw one
I
episode and she was like, absolutely not.
yeah, I
I had
wasn't
to go
allowed
to.
to watch it, but
What are the
the
other
TV
Adult
was
Swim shows?
on. Adult Swim shows came on. Oh, do you remember the food one? It was
Aqua
talking.
Teen Hunger Force.
Was that what it was?
Aqua Teen Hunger Force, yeah.
I hated that one. That one bugged me.
I did not enjoy that one. That one made me quite upset. Um, I'm looking at all the different ones. Black Jesus was on there. Bob's Burgers technically is,
Hmm.
which is funny. The Brock Show. Do you remember that one?
Which one was that?
He's got like the red, kind of like football shaped head, green eyes with the big like teeth. It
Nah,
was
I don't remember.
is evil villain kind of thing. Oh, China, Illinois. That one I loved. Common Side Effects was okay. Boondocks was good.
I want this to be very clear. I was a Nickelodeon child, not a
Ah,
Cartoon Network child.
I was a Cartoon Network kid.
I liked Cartoon Network shows, some of them, but
Hmm.
most of the time I was on Nickelodeon because like SpongeBob and Timmy
I'm
Turner
looking
and all
for a
that
very
stuff.
specific one that I'm not seeing. Family Guy, yeah, that makes sense.
That's where I'm pretty sure
Futurama,
that's Futurama was another one. That one I didn't mind. That one was
that was okay.
okay.
King of the Hill. I'm looking
The
for it.
Lopez Show.
George
I don't think that
Lopez?
was.
That
Yeah, I
was
don't
Nick
think
at
that was
Night.
adults. Was that Nick at Night?
Yeah, that was Nick at Night.
You don't know how many times I woke up to him jumping on a trampoline. Oh my
That
gosh.
stressed me
Low
out so much.
rider.
Duh. Every time I hear it now, it's like, oh my god.
Where is he?
Um,
Where is he?
Mr. Pickles, that was one. Do you remember Mr. Pickles?
Vaguely.
That was so. Mr. Pickles was the evil dog, and yeah,
Oh, yep,
and
yep,
he
yep,
would
yep,
go.
yep.
He committed like multiple murders. Yeah.
Yep.
hmm There is Robot Chicken. Yeah. Rick and Morty. You know,
2000s.
I gotta be honest. I'm gonna say it here. I hate Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
I
it's not
hate
my
it.
favorite. Not my favorite at all.
Connor loved it. Squidbillies. Oh God, Squidbillies. Super Jail. I loved Super Jail. Oh, that was really good.
Okay,
And this is
I'm
great.
gonna take back what I said. I was not just a Nickelodeon friend because I just looked up Cartoon Network shows from the 2000s.
Mhm. Mhm.
Codename Kid Next Door, loved that show.
Ooh,
That
that
was
was
one of
my
my
that was my
favorites.
shit. Yeah.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Yep, loved it.
Xavier Renegade Angel. That's the one I was looking for. That show was so fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Look it up real quick for me.
What is it? Xavier Renegade
Xavier
Angel?
Xavier Renegade Renegade
There it is.
Angel.
What the
It's
heck?
weird. Yeah, it's weird. One of my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, it used to be one of my favorites because I could just fall asleep to it. But also,
Hmm.
I would be watching it at 2 in the freaking morning.
True. Yeah.
True, true, true.
True. Johnny Bravo.
Never liked
I
Johnny Bravo.
I loved Johnny Bravo as a kid. Camp Lazlo. You remember that one?
Yes.
That one was good. That was a 2005. That's crazy.
Don't talk to me.
Ben 10. Um,
Totally Spies.
Marvelous Mrs. Flapjack. I didn't really like Flapjack.
My Jim Parker's
Samurai
a
Jack.
monkey.
Loved that
Oh,
one.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack was a
What
bop.
about Chowder? You ever a big Chowder kid?
Chowder became popular kind of towards the end of my Cartoon Network run.
2007.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
more like at that point I was starting to at 2007 I was 9. So I was starting to kind of lean off of the cartoons because it wasn't cool. I'd still watch SpongeBob and Timmy Turner and all that stuff.
Billy and Mandy. Oh, love
Yep.
Billy and Mandy.
Powerpuff Girls, I'm all about it. Dexter's
Totally
Laboratory,
Spies.
Ed,
Total
and
Drama
Eddie,
Island.
Total Drama Island. I love Total Drama Island.
Teen Titans original,
Teen
not
Titans,
Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, screw the Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans original.
Mucha Lucha. Do you remember Mucha Lucha? They were
I know
the little
what's the name?
Spanish
I know the
wrestling
name.
kids.
I remember the name. I just don't remember.
Oh, 16. Did you ever watch 16?
I don't think so.
It was like a group of teenagers that all worked at the mall. I loved that one.
I mean, Scooby Doo was on
Everything.
So
What is this one? Oh, American Dragon, Jake Long.
yep, I actually really liked that one.
Yeah, I did. My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Yep, that's the one I was going for. That one was a classic. I loved that one. I do remember My Gym Partner's a Monkey.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh,
Monkey. I know you did, but it clicked in my head.
Okay. You said you liked that one.
Baby Looney Tunes.
Oh, yes. My mom hated that one, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe Nana can tell me, but I'm pretty sure she didn't mind that one. I mean, all of these were while I was living with them. Yeah. Well, I mean, fair.
Okay.
Tom and Jerry.
So these are some Canadian kids shows, and I just wanna see which ones you know. So these were big in Canada, okay?
Yeah.
So Max and Ruby.
Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain. Do you know Max and Ruby?
Yeah, I know Max and Ruby.
Backyardigans, obviously we know. Maggie and the Ferocious Beast.
Let me look it up real quick.
It's like a big yellow creature with red spots and a little girl in a safari hat.
Yes.
Okay. What about Cyber Chase?
Oh, PBS, baby. Let's go.
All right. Doodlebops?
Of course.
Okay. All right, here's one for you. Miss Spider's Sunny Patch Friends.
Yes.
Okay. Peep and the Big Wide World. There was a computer game that I used to play that I want to see if I can get for my kids, my students.
Peep
this has turned into nothing that either of us wanted to talk about.
No, not at all, but that's okay. I remember Peep. I don't remember watching the Big Wide World part of it.
Well, that's
Kind of
that's
gives
the
Bear
show.
in the Big Blue House type of vibes, but
Very
like
similar.
whatever.
Ruby Gloom.
That sounds really familiar.
Mm-hmm. Stoked, another like one of those like teen show things.
Probably. I don't know
Um,
Ruby Gloom. No.
Wayside. Did you ever watch Wayside? It's based
Wayside.
on the book.
Well, there's Wayside Tavern.
Nope.
Wayside
Nope.
sitcom.
Nope. Wayside. Like look up Wayside cartoon.
I don't think I did.
Oh, it's so good. Have you ever seen? Oh my God, what's it called? It's she does the clock. Big comfy couch. The
Big
big
comfy couch.
comfy couch. Big comfy. The big comfy couch. Yeah, look it up.
Oh, gotcha. No, like yes and no. I saw
Oh,
it, but
it
I
was
didn't
my.
watch it.
Rosemary and I loved it. I'm literally getting a big comfy couch tattoo. Like
Really?
I'm no joke about it. It's one
Like
of my.
of her face?
No, God, no. I was
I was
either
gonna
going to
say.
get. I no, I was going to get the couch actually, but or potentially the little doll. I haven't decided
Mm.
yet. Fully. Oh, I could get the dust bunny.
Nickelodeon
Anyway,
cartoons from 2000. Okay, this is more, yeah, 100% watched almost all of these.
yeah.
Drake and Josh,
Uh huh.
Fairly Odd Parents,
Yeah.
iCarly,
Yeah.
Zoe 101,
Yeah.
Hey Arnold,
Yeah.
Invader Zim, the green dudes with the like weird shaped
I yes,
heads,
I'm aware of what Invader Zim is. Yep.
the Wild Thornberries,
Hmm.
all that,
Hmm.
Danny Phantom, Danny Phantom,
Oh.
SpongeBob,
Yes.
Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide,
Yep.
All Grown Up,
Hmm.
and with that, Rugrats,
Hmm.
Amanda Show,
Oh, the Amanda Show.
My Life as a Teenage Robot. That was not a Cartoon Network one. That was a Disney one or
That
Nickelodeon
was
one.
yeah. That was Nick. It was Canadian, is why it was yeah.
Gotcha. Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Never
the
actually watched it as a
original,
kid.
the original one, the cartoon.
No.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I never
Um,
watched it as a kid.
really?
Yeah,
Are
I
you
don't know
afraid
why.
of the dark?
I loved that one.
Chalk Zone.
Jock Zone.
Key unlock.
Mm.
Rocket Power.
Yep.
Uh, Adventures of Jimmy Neutron.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cat Dog.
Cat dog.
I don't know Caitlin's Way, but that's one of them.
Nope, don't know that
As
one.
Told by Ginger.
I do know that one.
I don't really know that one. Backyardigans, or Back at the Barnyard, sorry.
Back at the barnyard. Oh my God, that was um that's that sound on TikTok. There's a cow outside.
Yeah,
It's
yep.
a cow farm.
Quarter
Billy
gun the
cows
cat
outside.
outside.
We used to, we you and I used to voice stim that one a lot.
Yeah. Little Bear,
Oh,
Blue's Clues,
oh.
Unfabulous. I didn't ever watch that one, but that was up
I
there.
watched Unfabulous.
I probably watched it. I just don't remember it really.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Chalk Zone really scratched an itch. Wow. Cat Scratch. Remember that?
I do.
Franklin, the turtle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm aware of Franklin. Thank you.
Max and Ruby.
Uh-huh.
Wonder Pets. Bob the Builder.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever watch Recess?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oswald.
Oh, Waswald or Oswald?
Oswald.
Thank you.
Dora.
Roly Poly.
Oh, I loved Roly Poly. Okay. Your reaction to this cartoon show might.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Lazy Town. Okay, good.
I loved Lazy Town. Okay, your reaction to this will start this. Did you ever watch Little Bill?
Yep.
Little Bill Cosby?
Yep. Didn't
Oh,
love
what a
it.
wild show.
Yeah. Angry Beavers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. The Naked Brothers Band.
Whoa!
I almost became a magician. Magician? What?
Bananas in pajamas!
A musician?
I was gonna move past it.
I can't.
Nutrition. Wild thornberries.
Yep.
Ed Nettie.
Yep. I already said that one.
Okay, I'll just go.
You know what we should do?
What should we
We
do?
should do a 2000s cartoon tier list.
You and your fucking tier list.
I know you hate them, but I love them.
I hate them so much.
But they're so good.
We could just rate them. Why do we have to put them on a tier list?
Because not all of them are going to be like I wouldn't put Ed, Ed and Eddie and I don't know another show. Like you got to have levels, but some of them are going to be like the same
just
level.
Stack them in a pyramid.
Some of them are going to be the same level. That's what a tier list is.
No, a tier list is bad.
I want to make it very clear that our tier lists on here have done okay. Just
Impossible.
Just okay. Yep.
Oh, the Proud Family.
Yep. I didn't love it, but yep.
I'm looking at Disney Channel ones now.
Yeah.
Ooh, Sunny with a Chance. You ever watch that one?
I watched some of it.
Yeah.
It was weird to me.
So Random.
Yep.
That one is a spin-off of Sunny with a Chance. I actually like So Random more than Sunny. Lizzie McGuire.
Classic. Lemonade Mouth.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a movie, but yes. Phineas and Ferb, obviously. There's 104 days.
You're gonna hate this. I did not like Phineas and Ferb until I grew up. Until I was older and I sat down with one of my cousins who was watching it and I was like, wow, this actually is an okay show. But like I did not like Phineas and Ferb when I was a kid.
How do I mute you?
It's kind of rude.
He no longer gets an opinion.
I have all the opinions, actually.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Of course.
Good Luck Charlie.
Yep. We watched, you know what's, this was
Your
trauma.
Turn.
Yes, it is. Trauma. We watched the finale to Charlie, whatever the show's name is called.
Good Luck Charlie.
Good Luck Charlie. We watched the finale to that at like a family party. Oh my goodness, that was a bad choice. I don't know why we were all together, but we were all together, so we watched it.
Mm-hmm. Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yep.
Dude, the family wizard, like...
That was so awesome.
Whew.
Yep.
Do you remember when Disney used to do the...
Disney original movies?
No. Yes, but no. It was like the sports thing that they used to do where it would...
Yes! Yes, when
like
it was multiple colors.
Teams.
No,
yeah.
It was like a bunch of different colors from different, Yeah.
All the people would compete.
I always wanted to be on that. I was so jealous. I wanted to be on that so bad. Do you remember? I don't know which one it was on, but it was like it was a game show of kids, and they had to go through a maze of like jungly stuff. And there was like slime involved, obviously. It might have been a Nickelodeon one then. I don't remember what it's called, but it was
Double Dare.
Was it Double Dare?
It was Double Dare.
Freaking bop. I loved that show.
Yeah, Double Dare. That was a good one. It was a 90s TV show that got moved into the...
Yep. You know. So on another note, Jasmine, it's volleyball season. My school is doing a 3-week volleyball intramural season, co-ed season. And I just want to know, what's your experience with volleyball?
I have a couple. So my sister did volleyball when we were I was in middle school. She was in elementary school. She started volleyball as like national youth sports. So in Arizona, we don't always have school sports as part of schools. So it's not like you would join your school sport or your community center. You would join like a program. So national youth sports did like teams. Yeah. So it'd be all the kids from the area would sign up, and then they would randomly place you on teams and whatever, right? So it's like big area competition. So it's Lewiston does that for like rec program. Basically like that. But you're on national, so you're on NYS, it's on your jersey, and you have a coach that volunteers and blah, blah, blah. So she did volleyball through that. And I used to go to her practices and I would help them set because I was taller. So I would go. And at the time my best friend was on volleyball, Hannah, shout out Hannah. And I actually got to check in on her. She's like married now and doing like fun stuff. I got to check in and see how she's doing. But anyway, she was on volleyball. And a couple of my other friends were. So I joined a team and I loved it. I got to just be violent in a way that I hadn't been able to before but it was controlled and organized, and you moved in a uniform fashion, and nobody was running into me really, and I could slam things down and bump. I got really good at bumping and setting.
Hmm.
um, and then in high school I managed the girls volleyball team my senior year, and Rosemary
Nice.
played a couple years too. So
Nice.
and then college I did volleyball with you.
Yeah.
So that's my experience with it.
So when I was in high school, I had never played volleyball until high school. I think I played it all 4 years, and we won the northern, because they don't do a state championship for volleyball in Maine. But
Which
they
is
do.
very weird.
It's wild because you have like north and south competing.
Wait,
Like,
don't they?
no, if unless it's a new thing, but not when I was in school, and not that I know of now. Maybe outdoor volleyball.
No, they do playoffs for high school.
Hmm. I don't know.
Volleyball state championship, yeah.
Well, either way, we would play like northern.
Yeah.
I think I don't
Washington.
know what it is. Know what it is? It's
What?
because of the timing. So like up in the
Mm.
county, it was always after basketball season because we knew we weren't going to have enough players during the other sports.
Oh, I got you.
And same thing now down here. We know we won't have
Well,
enough, but
yeah, because Washington Academy defeated York in 2020. So this past year in the fall season, Washington Academy defeated York 3-1 in the Class B championship.
Hmm.
Gorham defeated Biddeford 3-0 in Class A. Narraguegas defeated Machias for Class C.
so yeah. But either way, we do a season now where it's more of a spring sport for us. It's basically to fill the gap between basketball and baseball and softball,
Yeah.
and track. And
Yeah.
so we do a 3-week season. But I did that back in high school as well, and I was
Yep.
I was a 3-time Northern Maine champion. So I'm pretty freaking good.
Let
Um,
me dust that
yeah,
dust that off your shoulder.
I should go grab my plaques. I still have them.
I can't say anything. I still have my National Junior Honor Society from 2012 on my wall.
Nice, nice.
I don't have my diplomas hung up, but I do have that hung up.
All of my awards are tucked away somewhere. So, but
Oh,
yeah,
all the rest of mine were.
but
That bad
that
boy
has
is
to stay up.
that's been on my wall every place I've ever lived. Um,
But yeah,
yeah.
so I played that in high school, and then in college, I was like, I kind of
Mhm.
wanted it, and luckily, intramurals were a thing,
Mhm.
and so we did a team. And I was very grateful to be asked to be on a team and not have to
Mhm.
run and compete and do my own. But
Mhm.
I do wish that at times that I would have created my own, because
Yeah.
there was like at times 3 teams worth of players on our team.
We had so many for a while.
Yeah, it was like a line waiting to sub in, and it sucked. It
If
really
everybody
sucked
showed up, because
if everybody
sometimes
showed
not
up. Yeah,
everybody showed up.
right. It
But then those
sucked.
would be the night that we'd be like, shit, we need one more person.
Right. Yeah. It was.
That's how I started doing intramurals with you. Was I was there one night and I just happened to be there working out, and you had said to come watch the game. I showed up to watch the game and you needed a sub, and I was like, I can do it. I can
it'll,
sub in.
it'll be me.
I can do it. And then I played and I was like, oh my god, I forgot how freaking fun this is.
Volleyball is a
Um,
sneaky fun sport.
It's such a fun sport. You know what else is
It's
sneaky fun? Pickleball.
yes,
As I get older,
especially with the crowd. Do you remember that night?
do I remember that night? That night lives rent free in my frontal lobe. That has developed every personal goal I've ever achieved. I
So
need to feel that again, and
that
I
was
never
so
will.
awesome. So just for everybody's clarity here.
Oh yeah, so for everybody
Uh,
else.
it was, you set up a team in pairs. You have a pair of guys, you have a pair of girls, so 2 guys, 2 girls,
Or
and then you
mixed.
have a pair of mixed. And Jasmine and I were friends, and so I was like, we're gonna make sure that we're on the same team. And so we were the mixed, and then I always had others. And for some reason, our games started late that night, and it was I mean,
Our
like
game started
10,
late
15.
every night.
Yes, but
We
this
always had the late one.
this one felt
This one
very
was,
late.
It was at 10. It was because it was the final, like the.
It was the final round, yeah.
Yeah, and we had somehow made it. I really don't. I know. I do remember why we played against a bunch of old professors, and
Yes, yeah,
were
yeah.
we were a little competitive.
Yeah. But
I have
anyways,
a permanent bruise from pickleball.
but anyways, we played the final, like it was the final game of the night, and our men's and women's like pairs had finished their games, and we played like it was 3 rounds, so you had to
Mm-hmm.
win 2 out of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think they won the first, and then we came back and won the second one. And at this point, it's like 11:15, so we had been playing for an hour after we started. And so at this point, all the other games are done, and everybody's just kind of slowly moving towards us. And pickleball is not a big, like, it's a small court. So we are playing our game.
Surrounded.
So literally, there's no space around us. And you
Yeah.
can move out of the box or out of the space to hit the ball.
Yeah,
So,
we
like, every
ran
time
into
the ball,
people.
you had to, like, push people out of the way to get it back on. But it
And we
was
did.
so awesome. And not only did we come back and tie that one, because we were down, came back and tied it. We went into like 10 extra points after the final score because nobody could get an edge on the other team. Like
Yeah.
we were on it. It was so awesome.
Well, and the other team and us, like, even though we were competing, we were having fun.
It was
with
fun. It was fun.
And the people watching, I didn't know half of them. I don't know if you knew half of them,
No.
but a lot
I
of
think
them,
I'm pretty sure a lot of them were just there to work out, and then they
They
saw
were.
that we were all
there were
like
people that
loud.
came off of the track to
Yeah.
join. I'm not joking. There were 60 people there.
It was crazy,
Like,
and they
it
were,
was
and it
crazy.
was not even just there. They were cheering. Like it was like,
were
whoa,
cheering for us.
ooh, ah,
Yeah.
bang, ah, like it was
My
crazy.
favorite part is when, like, you know, we'd get a good slide and they all go, oh,
Yeah.
that was such a good, and I was like, oh.
Thank you. And me and
'Cause,
like we had you and I for like a long time. We played. I think we did 2 seasons of pickleball, but for that first season, it was growing pains. Like we were like in each other's way all the time. I'm
Until we
guilty of
figured
it
out-
because I
Until
was
we figured out just to swap sides of the court.
not even
and
just
then we were
swap
like,
and then like move forward and back. Because you were very good at getting from one side to the other on the back end. I was very
Yeah.
good at being reactionary right at the front.
mhm.
And so we had to figure that
I
out.
was really good at the long hits that needed, and Justin hates it because even when I was supposed to forehand, I'd turn around.
She would
back
turn
and
her whole
forehand.
freaking body.
You want to know what though? I was also really good at that.
Yeah,
where I
switching.
could switch it. But I do pickleball. Like, I've done pickleball a couple times since college. Not like on a team, guys.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
no,
I'm
yeah,
not.
well, yeah.
I'm not there yet. But listen, let me tell you what. Portland has a pickleball like
I know they do.
as a
I know
group,
they do.
and they're looking for players. Justin,
You know, Lewiston has open gym volleyball on Mondays.
I know because Chris goes to it.
Does he really?
Yeah,
A couple of my kids
actually
do
he
that.
was looking for a volleyball player for tonight, and I almost suggested you because it would just be for one night. And
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, we need someone like 6 foot," and I was like, "I don't know anybody. I'm so."
I
sorry."
can help Spike.
Well, he goes.
I'll
he
lift
goes,
you
"We-
up. I'll lift you up.
Well, his whole team are like all very tall people.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, I wanted to ask you something. Have you seen the trend of babies at their very first hibachi?
Mm-mm.
Wonderful. So, you know what hibachi is, yes?
Yeah.
So, sorry, I'm laughing at it because it's so funny. So, hibachi, for those of you who don't know, it's that big, like, if you're out west, it'd be Benihana, but like you cook it on the big.
Flat top.
Thank you. The Blackstone. Jeez, you cook it on like the Blackstone, and they have a little onion thing where they build like a little tower of onions, and they pour oil in, and they lay it on fire, and they go, ooh, choo choo choo, and it's like a little train, and it's cute. Babies, famously, not great with fire.
Don't
Because
love
they've
light and loud
Never,
sound.
ever experienced it before. So, I just wanted to show you. Can you see this?
Yep.
All right, let me turn the volume all the way up. Oh, that's the wrong video.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. Stop playing! Shut up! Okay, I found it.
The eyes.
But the comments are what get me. Where people are never in my 9 months have I ever. oh, great heavens, goodness me. And like there's so many things, and one of them is like, I saw the pits of hell that night. That was the night I knew. But there's a trend on TikTok right now of hibachi babies, and I just, the
Chef's
chef's
kiss.
kiss.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see trends and you're like, oh my god, I can't, like the apple trend, the brat whatever from that lady, Charlie XCX. There was the I got an apple falling right through the core. Da, da, da. All right, well, anyway, it was like a dance where you go like this, and it was so stupid. It was just like a dance, but everyone was doing it. That one didn't love. The other trend I'm loving right now is the stop. Um,
The wait. They don't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait, yeah, I've been seeing those all over my For You page too, and I
Yeah.
really appreciate those.
Yeah. But
So.
anyways, we're gonna close it out with this or with that, because we're at 55 minutes, Jasmine. That went crazy, huh? When you get talking about pickleball, you get talking about pickleball. Um, we didn't actually plug any merch. Go check out our merch. You know,
You're
do the
wearing it.
thing.
I'm not.
I am wearing our merch.
Mine's.
But
Oh, no, it's not. Hold on. Folks, listen to me. Oh, my hip is numb. Oh,
is that what
I
you want
only
them
ever
to
show
know?
off. I only ever show off my sweatshirt, but I have to show off.
The shark
It's
shirt.
a button down shark shirt, you guys. And it says on the little license plate, no imp con, because no impulse control was too big. But it's a little main, you can't see me. It's a little main license plate in the shark's mouth. Isn't that fucking cute?
It is
I
awesome.
cannot wait for summer, for beach days when I can wear my shark shirt.
So go get your merch
cruising.
at thesoccerking1239.com. Go over to the merch tab, go down the fourth wall, and you will find it. It's comfortable. It's awesome. It's great. Go check it out.
Good.
It's good. It's good. But anyways, Jasmine, where can they find you?
Flabbergasted
Why?
at what that was.
Have you never seen the? No, because you probably haven't seen Enchanted.
No, I have not seen Enchanted.
There's like a squirrel or raccoon or something that it's like.
Oh,
it's good. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. I've seen that meme. It was this that threw me off. They can find me over at Asminsta on socials or Asminsta1721. I don't know what on where, but go find me.
Good luck.
Good luck. I am streaming more. I've streamed once. I plan to stream Faz again next time we play. Or other games, if we have games. But thank you to those of you who did stop by. I got 6 people that stopped by at one point, and I was like, oh, they all left. But that's okay. Because I got 6. And that's, really, that was really nice. I was actually very excited. They can follow the show at No Impulse Control on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. We are at 40 subscribers now, I believe.
Yeah.
We're 10 away from 50, guys, which is pretty dope.
We're growing up.
We're growing up. That's very sweet. So anyway, yeah, that's me. That's the show. Your turn.
TSK1239 or the Soccer King 1239 on any or all socials. Good luck hunting me. I might or might not accept your follow. Who knows? Either way, we'll see you in the next one.
Will.
Peace out.
Peace.